it's John McCabe. Welcome to the show. Hey, welcome to the John A. McCabe Show, where it's all about accelerating your authority in your business or field of expertise. And we do that by helping entrepreneurs, business owners, authors, experts, and speakers get seen, get heard, get noticed on any device, anywhere, anytime, in as little as 15 hours, also known as the Authority Acceleration Blueprint. I want to welcome you guys to Hot Seat Coaching Thursday. This is a regularly scheduled program. However, we were just on for 3 hours prior to this on a pre-launch for my good friend and private client Wendy Zelmer is pre-launching her book today, How to Eliminate Pain and Start Living Again. And so this show is going to be a continuation of the 3 hours that we were spending on that show talking about Wendy's book, as well as in this show we'll actually get into more about the process that Wendy went through to do the pre-launch, as well as now that she's done a pre-launch, what does that actually mean? What does she have to do still? Because she has until January 20th of 2017 to actually complete her book for Amazon. So if you're just joining us, please like, love, share this video with all of your friends on Facebook, and leave any questions, any comments on the Facebook feed. And I'm just going to pull that up in front of me here so we can know if anyone has any questions or any comments. And so Wendy, we just spent the last 3 hours doing your pre-launch. So how do you feel? Are you still rejuvenated? Are you still living? Still excited?
It
was an early morning.
Yeah, so I'm definitely feeling excited. I really appreciate all the support that I've received from everyone who's tuned in to the 3-hour live show. And yeah, I'm really feeling excited. I'm finally completing, or I'm walking down the path, and I'm a lot further down this path of doing what it is that I want to do. I'm reaching my business goals of sharing the light with people around the world.
All right.
I feel happy.
Excellent. If you haven't done so already, I've posted in the comments section, or in the, let's see.
Sharing the light.
Whoops. Yeah, in the comments section, I believe, no, it's not. Oh, I failed to post the link. So what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to type in the link that where you can go to get Wendy's book. So we're pre-launching the book, How to Eliminate Pain and Start Living. It's a long morning. How to Eliminate Pain and Start Living Again. So for today only, during the pre-launch, what we're doing is offering you the opportunity to pick up Wendy's book for 99 cents US, picking up the Kindle version. But as an added bonus, when you follow a 3-step process, which I'm actually going to send you the link right away, it's eliminatepaintoday.com/livestream. I'm actually going to type that in the comments right now. And when you go to purchase your book, go to this link, purchase your book. And once you purchase your book through Amazon, there'll be, I'm trying to type and actually talk at the same time. There'll be two big orange buttons, one for Canada, one for US. Click on the appropriate link, go to Amazon, purchase your book for 99 cents. Amazon's going to send you a receipt. Once you receive that receipt via email, step number 2 is to forward that receipt to the email address receipts@eliminatepaintoday.com. It will actually be on the website as well that I'm going to forward you to. And once you forward that email directly, then you'll automatically receive access to a cooking video that Wendy did, as well as a couple of PDFs. One is the top 10 inflammation foods, and the other is some recipes using those inflammation foods. But the big bonus, what?
Nothing.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Carry on.
But the big bonus is getting the paperback version absolutely free with the purchase of the Kindle version. If you're not in the Edmonton area and we have to ship it to you, you will be responsible for the shipping and handling fee. But once the book is actually launched, right now we're doing the pre-launch. I'll get into the difference between pre-launching and when you actually receive the
Yeah,
book.
because a lot of people have a question
Okay.
about that.
So I'll get into that very shortly, but the difference between pre-launch and launch, but once the book is actually launched and is available, Amazon will send you notification to download your Kindle. Now, if you go through this 3-step process from the order page, we'll have your information on file that you've purchased during today's episode. Before the end of today, we'll have your information, your email information. You'll be notified from us about 2 things. One, if you're in the Edmonton area or you're going to be in the Edmonton area, then we're going to invite you to the book launch party that's going to be held at
Wellness Within at the Enjoy Center.
At the Enjoy Center. So we'll be doing a book launch party at the end, somewhere around the end of January of 2017. If you're not in the Edmonton area or you can't come to the book launch party, then you're able to get the book for free still. You just have to pay the shipping and handling fee, and we'll have all that set up prior to when the book actually comes out. So,
yeah. So
Wendy, if you just want to talk to the viewers a little bit about what the book is about. I see we have several people online now.
Okay,
so just let them know what the book is about while I type in where they go to actually get the download the book or buy the book.
Okay, sure. The intention of the book is 2 things. Number 1, it is to share stories of clients that I've worked with and to share their stories of transformational healing. And the second intention is to create a book that is a training manual for anybody who wants to eliminate their pain today and start living again. Throughout history, people have been inspired by stories, and I definitely am no different. I remember some of the first books I read when I was 18 years old, and what a positive and empowering impact those stories had on me, because the stories planted a seed of things that I could do, things that were possible for me, and those seeds grew into something that created a lot of success for me. And I have found over the last 25 years of working with people who are in a lot of pain, sometimes they have lost the belief that there is a way for them to eliminate their pain, that there's a way to get back to living the life they used to live before the pain completely took them over. And the intention of sharing these stories is to plant the seeds of hope in the minds of the readers and to show you that there were people just like you. There were people who had osteoarthritis for 11 years who were almost prisoners in their own home, but in a very short period of time they were able to go off all their medication and eliminate their pain and really start living again. There were people that thought this was the end. I had one client who I worked with, and I actually was really surprised when he shared with me during his testimonial story. He thought this was the end, that his life was over. He loved sailing and going out on his boat. And he said, I practically gave my boat away because I thought this was it. And he's a very young 70-something, but that's what he shared with me in his testimonial. And it was really just within a matter of weeks that he was able to eliminate his pain, go off most of his medication, and he shared with me that he actually ordered a new boat from the US because he knows now that his health and his vitality is back and that the party is far from over. So there's the stories of transformational healing. My intention is that they will inspire you and show you that yes, you can eliminate your pain. And there's also a chapter dedicated to the anti-inflammatory foods that I recommend to all of my clients. I've been studying inflammation for over 20 years, and one thing I know for sure is that the foods that we eat can either be our poison or they can be our medicine. And when you want to eliminate pain in your body fast, you want to eliminate the inflammation as fast as possible. And there's so many foods that will have a very positive impact on your healing, on your health, on your wellness, and even just simple prevention.
Excellent, excellent, Wendy. So I'm just getting some stuff prepared. If you've noticed in the chat area, I've put the link to where you can go to purchase Wendy's book for 99 cents or get the pre-launch version. Go to, I want to make sure I say this right, eliminatepaintoday.com/livestream. That's where we held the live stream event. There's two big orange Amazon buttons on there, one for Canada, one for US. Click the one that's appropriate to you and go through the purchase process. Then below that you'll notice that there's a 3-step process. You'll see some red flashing arrows. Just follow that 3-step process, which is purchase through Amazon. Once you receive the receipt from Amazon, forward it to receipts at eliminatepaintoday.com and you'll get your free downloads, free bonuses, plus as soon as the actual book is released, we'll be sending you a paperback version, provided you look after the shipping and handling, or you can join us here in Edmonton for the book launch party.
At Wellness Within, located in the Enjoy Center. It's going to be a great party, and we will look forward to celebrating with you then.
Excellent. So just before we get started, I just want to do some shout-outs. I know Andy Falco was on, and Andy said, just left a message that he would be buying the book real soon. I think he had to go to a different state. He testifies in criminal cases because he's one of the top dog handlers in the world for canines, for drug dogs.
Oh, okay.
So he travels around the U.S. and he's usually the prosecution's star witness when it comes to drug cases.
Interesting.
And using canines for drug cases.
Okay.
So he said he would pick it up. Andy Lockwood's in the house. Jim House is in the house. Jim House is in the house. Jim bought the book earlier, as did Andy. And Chris Miller joined us as well. Falco bought under an assumed name. Just reading some comments from the guests. So if you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the chat. And as always, please like, love, share this with all your friends on Facebook, and help me help Wendy become a #1 best-selling author. So I have a couple things to do. Wendy, you've I am getting tired of talking. You've talked to everybody about what the book is about. So just share one of the stories from the book. Just so that the people that are buying it have an idea of what they're actually going to get once they receive the book. And while you do that, I'm going to finish getting some things ready.
Okay.
And I'm just going to show the people the results that we're at right now with regards to the pre-launch.
Perfect.
Okay?
Perfect. Okay, so just let me know whenever you're ready to start sharing. One of the stories is about Kelly. And she was diagnosed with osteoarthritis over 11 years ago. She had been dealing with pain for the last 15 years though. She was on a lot of medication that, in her words, were rotting her stomach. If you want to hear her story in her own words, we do have a part of her testimonial on the website. She came to me and she was referred to me, and she came in, we talked quite a bit about what her situation was, and she was wondering, should she invest in the home light system? Should she get the in-clinic K-laser treatments? And I said, you know, I really feel strongly that if you just use the home light systems and you do the adrenal healing and the energy center healing, that you will have a major transformation in your health. And I just loved working with Kelly because she was so dedicated to her healing. It was so exciting to work with her. She picked up 2 home light therapy units, and she spent about 2 to 3 hours for 2 weeks, 10 to 14 days on her healing, and her transformation was incredible. She was able to go off all of her medication, and she was also be able to get to a place where she's not in any pain anymore. She was really a prisoner in her own home. She had to get her husband to help dress her. She could no longer participate in the trucking business that her and her husband owned, meaning participate in the way of driving, because she couldn't be in the vehicle for long periods of time. And I just loved it. One night I was sitting at home and I received a text from her, and she's jumping and laughing on a bed. And And she just said, thank you, this could not have ever been possible before, because she couldn't drive in a vehicle for a long time. She definitely couldn't jump on a bed, and she wasn't very happy because she was in a lot of pain. And her story is really about where she was, exactly what she did to eliminate the pain and be able to go off of her medication, and how it has transformed her life. It's a story that I'm so proud to be a part of. I'm so proud to share with you, because I know that there are a lot of people out there who are suffering just like she was. And I don't promise a miracle cure. What you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. But I do promise this, that there is an alternative to living in pain. But I always say, don't take my word for it. You listen to her story herself. Hear what she has to say, and allow those positive seeds of your healing to be planted, and shine the light on them and let them grow.
And what we might do throughout the program is actually play it. We have a short clip. We'll play a clip of that video from Wendy's client, Kelly. And if you're just joining us, if you have any questions or any comments, just type them in the chat, and we'll try to get to them throughout the show. But if you're just joining us, I'm speaking with Wendy Zelmer. Wendy's a certified RMT specializing in eliminating inflammation in the body, which really means that she helps people eliminate pain fast. She's created a very specific light therapy prescription for adrenal healing, inflammation elimination, skin healing, pain reduction, and nerve damage repair. All 5 prescriptions are in a medical home light therapy unit that she rents to clients and sells to clients across Canada and the US. And today specifically we're talking about Wendy's journey on pre-launching her book, which she did this morning. And we're trying to get Wendy to be a #1 bestseller, not only in Canada but in the US, on her book titled How to Eliminate Pain and Start Living Again. And it's really the story of transformations from all of her, not all of her clients, but many of her clients that have decided to share their story of transformation, their journey of what their life was like prior to meeting Wendy, the struggles that they had, the amount of pain medications they were on. You know, some of them had to have their parent or their spouses actually, dress them. One gentleman was on the floor for 9 days.
He couldn't even pick up a water bottle.
Couldn't pick up a water bottle.
Yeah.
So just their story of meeting with Wendy, starting to implement the strategies of anti-inflammatory foods, the cooking, and as well as using the home light therapy unit for reducing the amount of inflammation in the body, around the adrenal area in particular. And it's really going to reduce the swelling inside the joints, which, you know, eliminates a lot of the pain in the body. And take it from me, you know, because I'm a doctor and stuff, but no, just listen to the testimonies from Wendy's clients on her webpage, as well as the whole book is just nothing but people's stories, journeys, things like that. So if you have any questions or comments, type them in the chat. Also, please like, love, share this video on your Facebook feed with all your friends. And I'm just going to check the chat here. I see that Andy Lockwood says, great book title. Thanks, Andy. I made it myself.
Yeah, he's lying, Andy.
I have to take credit for something.
Yeah.
And Andy's also in a lot of pain, and I'm probably the main cause of that pain. Actually,
Andy, I feel your pain.
Didn't you say that
watching
watching my show was the main cause of your pain? What are you doing watching the show? You're just inflicting yourself with severe pain over and over and again. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to bring up on screen the results that we have. But before I do that, please, if you haven't done so already, click on the link that I provided in the chat area. It's eliminatepaintoday.com/livestream. Go to that webpage. You'll see two big orange buttons, one for Canada, one for US, for purchasing the pre-launch Kindle version of the book for 99 cents. And you'll also see the 3 different bonuses that you're going to get once you purchase the book for 99 cents, and the instructions as to how to take advantage of those bonuses. So if you haven't done so already, click on that link and purchase your copy of the book. So we're trying to get Wendy to #1 bestseller before the show ends. And I'm just going to bring up, I just have to make one, just check one thing here because I don't want to bring this up and them not being able to hear us. So
Okay.
I'm just going to quickly bring this up, and you can see right now that Wendy is in this category. She's already reached #1. And if you look over to the right, her book is a hot new release as well. So right now in the US, Wendy has reached #1 status in 2 out of 3 categories. The third category, she's still ranked at #7. So we need your help. We need a push. We need to get Wendy to #1 bestseller in that third category. And you do that by going to the link that's provided in the Facebook comment area, eliminatepaintoday.com/livestream, and clicking on one of those 2 big orange buttons, whether you're in Canada or the US, and picking up Wendy's pre-launch book for 99 cents. And in doing so, you're going to be eligible for those 3 great bonuses, one of which is you're going to get the soft copy of the book absolutely free by either attending the launch party at the end of January here in Edmonton, or if you're not in the Edmonton area, we will ship you the book. You just cover the shipping costs of $5.95. You'll get the book absolutely free once it becomes available between now and January 20th. January 20th is the deadline date as to when the book actually has to get done. So I'm just going to switch back to us again. And I just want to talk about the difference between pre-launch and launch, because a lot of people may not know what the difference is. So when Amazon just came out with a pre-launch just a couple of years ago, I think. It actually gives authors the ability to sell their book before it's even done. And that's actually what we're doing here, is we're selling Wendy's book prior to it even being done. And one of the main strategies as Wendy's coach, consultant, is to try to get her to #1 best-selling author, so that when their book is actually published, she can put right on it that she's an international #1 best-selling author when the book is actually published and people are actually purchasing a physical copy. So that goes a long way to accelerating Wendy's authority in the marketplace. Now she has a physical asset that she can then use to get her on radio, to get her on TV, to help spread the word of her inflammation strategy for helping people reduce inflammation in their body and eliminate the pain that they may be going through on a regular basis, on a daily basis, that's preventing them from living the life that they want to be living.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit about the strategy. So we're doing the pre-launch. Wendy has 90 days to complete the book. She has the majority of the testimonials. They'll be transcribed, and then from those transcriptions, each person's story is a chapter, and then from the transcriptions, we'll actually craft out the person's story from start to finish, their journey of transformation, prior to meeting Wendy, then after going through the therapy.
And also a detailed step-by-step of exactly what they did and how they did it. So if you want to duplicate the path they walk down for healing their body, you will know exactly what to do.
Yeah, so you're going to touch in the book, the chapter, you'll touch on what that person specifically did.
Definitely.
What changes they made from their diet, as well as the home light therapy unit, what prescription they used, how often they used it, where they placed it on their body. So you'll educate the reader as to what this person actually did step by step, so that if you're in a very similar situation, that you know that if you just follow these steps, there's a good chance that it'll work for you too. And this solves a lot of health problems that people suffer from every single day.
Absolutely. Sciatic problems, osteoarthritis. There is so many, any inflammation that you have in the body. If you are living in a state of chronic stress, that creates a lot of inflammation and a lot of pain in the body. And every single story is different. So regardless of what problem you might have that's creating the pain that is interrupting the happy and healthy flow of your life, I know that you'll be able to relate to one of the stories and say, hey, that sounds like me, and hey, if that person could do it, so could I. But also, too, there's going to be a full chapter on the anti-inflammatory foods that I recommend to my client, but also how do you incorporate those foods into your everyday life? Like turmeric, it's one of the most popular super spices and the most impactful super spice, one of that you could take. And how do you incorporate turmeric? Well, I often will put it in my shake. And you don't really think of putting turmeric in your shake. Why not? Then this way you're starting your day off with something that's going to reduce inflammation in your body right from the beginning of your day.
Excellent. And I'm just going to line up another image here.
Okay.
This one will show you're standing at this point in time on Amazon.ca with regards to the three categories that you're in. So we're just going to switch to that right now.
Okay, and so that's .ca in the...
No, this is .com.
Okay, .com, okay.
So you can see from this that you're number 1 and 2 specific categories and number 7 in the third category. So we really need your help. Big push. So please like, love, share this this feed for the John A. McCabe Show to anyone on your Facebook feed, and help us by help Wendy get to number 1 bestseller status in all 3 categories as well as 2 different countries. So in order to help us, go to the link that's posted in the Facebook chat in the comments section. It's eliminatepaintoday.com/live stream, and there's 2 big orange buttons. Click on one of those orange buttons, which will take you to Amazon, either Canada or Amazon US. Purchase your copy of the pre-launch book, and you'll notice on that live stream page on the website there's also 3 bonuses that you're eligible for. Just follow the instructions to get access to those 3 bonuses as well. Mm-hmm. So go ahead and do that for us, and help me help Wendy become a number 1 best-selling author.
And when you pick up your book today, and it is today only that I'm offering the special bonus that you'll get your paper copy for free.
But you have to follow that 3-step process that's on the page.
Definitely.
So step number 1 is purchasing through Amazon right now, today. Step number 2, forwarding your Amazon receipt, the email that you receive from Amazon, forwarding that to the email address receipts@eliminatepaintoday.com, which is listed on in the comment section of this video, as well as on the web page where you click that big orange button. And step number 3 is just receive your bonuses. So the bonuses include a cooking video from Wendy, 2 PDFs, one of anti-inflammatory foods, one of some recipes, and the third and the big bonus is you get the paperback copy absolutely free, and you get to come to the launch party in Edmonton, or if you're unable to come to the launch party, you can still get the book for free. We just ask that you pay for the shipping and handling of $5.95 at the time that we're ready to ship it. So if you haven't done so, please go ahead and click the orange button and help us get Wendy to number 1 best-selling author in 2 countries, 3 different categories. And if you're just joining us, I'm speaking with Wendy Zelmer. She's a certified RMT specializing in eliminating inflammation in the body, which really means that she helps people eliminate pain fast. Now, she's created a very specific light therapy prescription for adrenal healing, inflammation and elimination, skin healing, pain reduction, and nerve damage repair. All 5 prescriptions are in a medical home light therapy unit that she rents to clients and also sells in Canada and the US. So the unit is
it's really compact.
Registered to be able to sell in the US.
Yeah,
as well?
it's FDA approved, and it's also approved by Health Canada. This device is made in a company, it's made in Toronto by a company that makes medical devices.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And so today we're pre-launching Wendy's book, How to Eliminate Pain and Start Living Again. And if you haven't done so, please go ahead and pick up your copy today only. You're eligible for the bonuses. And please like, love, share this video to all your friends. So Wendy, I'm going to key up Kelly's video.
Yeah.
While I'm doing that, if you wanted to just tell another story, somebody else's story, maybe Teresa.
Okay. Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I have a friend, we've been friends for a long time, and she has struggled with a lot of pain in her body. And she decided, she was kind of at the end of her rope. She could barely walk, and it was really hard for her just to get through her day because she was in excruciating pain. And of course, I always talk about the home light therapy system, and I've been talking about inflammation for a long time, over 20 years, and my unique way of helping people heal their body. So she decided that she was going to give it a try. She picked up the home light therapy system and she used it for 10 days. It did help eliminate some of her pain, but she was still in a position where she was in a lot of pain. She went to her doctor and her doctor said, hey, you're going to need hip surgery, and let's book you for a cortisone shot for November the 2nd. And I said, you know, that is crazy. You're so young. You're 55 years old, and you are way too young to be going for hip surgery. And I didn't feel comfortable with the cortisone shot because even her doctor said it could make things worse, so you need your hip surgery faster. It might help you, but it might not. And when you're going to go and get an injection with all those mights, maybes, in my opinion, why not exhaust all other opportunities that you have to heal your body? So she decided to take her light therapy to the next level. I shared with her the stories of my clients who use the light therapy unit to heal their adrenals and work on their energy centers. This session has to be done in stillness and in silence, meaning that you could have massage music playing, but you're not watching TV, you're not texting, Twittering, Facebooking, or connected to any device at all. You are just in stillness. Some people call this meditation. Some people call this mindfulness. I just call it silence. She used the home unit for 5 days and messaged me and said, hey, I am 90% out of pain and I'm canceling my cortisone shot on November 2nd. Forever grateful. That is why I do what I do. That's why I love what I'm doing, is because this little unit here and the prescriptions that I've put in it and the treatment that I prescribed for her took her off the cortisone shot list and the hip replacement. And I know that that sounds hard to believe. That's one of the other reasons why I'm writing this book, is because I want you to hear the story from them. I'm not just the one telling you the story, they're sharing their story with you. Because it is really an amazing transformational story. And I'm not saying to anybody that you should not be moving forward with injections or medications or surgery. But I am saying that you should exhaust all of your other opportunities to heal your body before you do something drastic. And my friend, she said, okay, I'm desperate, and I'm going to take your advice. 5 days later, major transformation. And there's patterns that I've learned over the years from my clients that I'm so grateful for learning from them. And one of the patterns is that when you heal your adrenals and you stimulate your energy centers, magic can happen.
All right, so while you were talking, so I set that up, and I also did a refresh on Amazon.com, so
Okay.
we're very close. I'm just getting ready to do another post on Facebook, but you are number 1 in 2 categories, and number 2,
High five.
you're number 2 in the 3rd category, so we just need that extra little push, just a few more sales, I think we'll get it. So if you're watching this and you haven't actually taken the action yet, the link is in the comment section of the Facebook feed. It's eliminatepaintoday.com/live stream. go there. There's 2 big orange buttons. Click the one that's appropriate to you, either Canada or the US, and get Wendy's book for 99 cents. Help her get over that little hurdle and become a #1 bestseller in 3 different categories. So if you haven't done so already, pick up the pre-launch of the book, pick up your pre-launch of the Kindle version, and as mentioned, you'll get the paperback version absolutely free once it becomes available. So if you could go ahead and do that for us, we'd be forever grateful.
Yeah.
So I'm just quickly doing a post.
Okay, well, I'm going to share one other thing while you're doing
Sure.
that. I know that there's a lot of people out there who want to write a book. I've wanted to write a book for 20 to 25 years. And the book I wanted to write 20 years ago was a book of healing and transformation. And it's always been within me that I've wanted that, but I just thought, oh, how am I going to do it? And I will say that it hasn't been easy, but this pre-launch, I'm grateful for the pre-launch, because writing a book, getting it out there, promoting it, it's a big deal. It's a lot of work that I don't know what I'm doing, right? I am walking on uncharted territory. And having the pre-launch today, John shared with you a business strategy of why you would want to do a pre-launch. Well, I'm going to share with you why you'd want to do a pre-launch just for your own sanity and how it could really reduce a lot of stress.
Because that's what you're about, helping reduce stress.
Absolutely, because I'll tell you, stress creates a lot of inflammation in the body and a lot of pain. And all you have to do is talk to my chiro, who could not even give me an adjustment the other day because I was so tight and in a lot of pain. And you know, if you want to talk about, like, there's a saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And if you're going to write a book and you want it to be as stressless as possible, chunk it down. And I feel like this pre-launch, it was very stressful. Last night was very stressful. Am I launching today?
But it's not just the book. So there's a lot of moving parts that came with
Exactly.
the pre-launch. So Wendy had gone from no website to completely built e-commerce website in the matter of a couple weeks, and last night doing some final tests. It was a couple weeks from when it actually I took it over and scrapped everything that was done and started it again. Anyway, so there was just a couple minor tweaks to make sure that the website was up and running and fully functional, make sure all the e-commerce was working and tested, make sure all the autoresponders are working, make sure that you have the ability that once you buy on Amazon, that you can forward your receipt and it'll go into Wendy's list where you automatically receive the bonuses, as well as she's going to be able to reach out to you. She'll know who pre-purchased so that she can reach out to you in the future to advise you that the paperback version is now available, and also to reach out to you and tell you about the launch that she's going to do, the book launch that she's going to do. So there's a lot of moving parts that people don't actually see
For sure.
behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
And a lot of strategy and a lot of different things that actually take place, which is why Wendy decided, because Wendy talked about doing a book years ago, and she finally decided to recruit me to give her a hand to speed up the process and actually make it so that it will get done effectively and efficiently.
Yeah, because like I say to everybody, I am a great therapist when I'm working with a client and helping them heal their body. I excel at that. I don't excel at creating an Amazon page. I don't excel at creating a web page or a Stripe account or all of the things that in my opinion are technical. And I hate to take myself out of the clinic and away from clients who need my help just to do something that is very painful for me, which is anything technical. It is, it's very, very painful.
I know.
And when I do anything technical, like when I say painful, I do mean physically painful. It stresses me out and it takes away my energy. And I am happy that I've gone through this process, but I'm really happy that we're doing the pre-launch because it chunks this process down. We're launching today. Things aren't perfect, but guess what? As soon as we're done today, we can continue working on the moving parts behind the scenes that need to be done, and I can continue completing my book.
Excellent. And if you're just joining us, this is Wendy Zelmer, a certified RMT, specializing in eliminating inflammation in the body, which really means that she helps people eliminate pain fast. She's created a very specific light therapy prescription for adrenal healing, inflammation elimination, skin healing, pain reduction, and nerve damage repair. All 5 prescriptions are in a medical home light therapy unit that she's just Vanna White modeling, and she rents it out to clients as well as sells it in Canada and the US. If you wanted more information on the light therapy unit or anything in general, definitely check out Wendy's website, eliminatepaintoday.com. On there you'll also be able to click on the, you can go to the book page to click on the book. But definitely if you want to take action and get the bonuses that Wendy's offering today and today only, go to the address that I've posted in the comments section, eliminatepaintoday.com/livecast, livestream, and there's the 2 big Amazon buttons as well as a step-by-step process how you actually register for your bonuses. And we're so close. We're number one, and number 2 for the 3 different categories of the book in the US. The stats for Canada on Amazon have not been released yet, but we're continuously refreshing the page, trying to keep you up to date with how the book is doing, but we still need that extra little push. So if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and purchase, and love, share this video with all your friends on Facebook, and try to get them and encourage them to pre-purchase or to purchase the pre-launch of Wendy's Kindle book, which is really a book of testimonies. Actually, it's a book of transformational journeys. It's not about testimonials, it's about transformational journeys, because the book, each person's story is about themselves. It hasn't really, Wendy's only one little piece of their journey. And she's the fulcrum, or the point where it changes their entire life, because they struggle with the pain. They're not sure where the pain is coming from. I mean, they have pain in their body. Nobody can figure out what the cause of a lot of the pain is.
For some people.
For some people. Not everybody, but for some people, the doctors just can't help them out. All they do is feed them medication, which has itself adverse side effects to a lot of people taking medication.
Well, and one of the things that I've learned, again, I talk about the patterns that I see year after year after year from my clients, and that is that a lot of people have gone to their doctor, they've had the MRI, they've had the CAT scan, they've had all the tests, and they cannot find out what is causing the pain. The doctor for sure wants to help their patient, so they will often prescribe the very best medication that they think will help the patient. A lot of times that medication will hurt the patient more than the actual problem does. And then the person just kind of spirals down. And the point of eliminating I kind of lost my train of thought.
Don't ask me what you were saying. Something about eliminating pain.
Yeah.
While you're trying to get that back, I just want to make note that Chris Miller says he's ordered the book.
Okay, thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. He's looking forward to his knee being pain-free.
Oh,
soon.
yeah. Okay, well, great.
So,
Great.
so definitely the book will be delivered sometime in January, probably before the 20th of January. You'll be able to get the Kindle version as well. Chris is local in Edmonton surrounding area,
Yeah.
and he'll be able to join us at the book
Oh,
launch.
that's so great, at the Enjoy Center at Wellness Within. Yeah, but I just want to go back to the medication.
You remembered your thought?
Well, I was talking about one thing, and I was moving in the direction of tying in the experience I just had with my dog.
Okay.
Okay? And yeah, just all the stuff that's going on, I lost my train of thought. Anyways, our animals are not that different, in my opinion, than ourselves, right? My dog had a bladder infection. Brought her to the vet, they said your dog has a bladder infection. Here are the 3 different types of medication that we want to put your dog on to help clear up that bladder infection. I put her on the medication, and within 3 to 4 days, my dog was lethargic and she wasn't eating, and she lives to eat, okay? So I knew that there was a very serious problem. I brought her back to the vet. They did more intense blood test. They did an ultrasound to find out her liver wasn't inflamed. She had an inflamed liver. And I thought to myself, okay, why does she have an inflamed liver? She didn't have a tumor, and she had had her blood taken less than a year prior, and her liver was fine. And I thought to myself, is it possible that some of the medication that she's on could be creating some problems with her liver? So I read up on it, and sure enough, some of the side effects of the medication she was taking was damage to the liver. I made an executive decision and I took her off the medication. Yes, I made sure that her bladder infection was cleared up, and she just started getting better, like day by day by day. And again, by no means am I saying to anybody, you should be going off your medication. You should always check with your doctor before you do anything like that. But sometimes the medication that we go on or our pets go on for one thing creates problems in another area. I used my light therapy unit on Bandit, and I'm happy to report that she is healthy and happy again.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So I'm just drumming you up some business.
Oh, really? How? What are you doing?
My friend is messaging me, so I'm just asking her to go and buy your book for 99 cents.
Okay, great. Thanks.
She's in the U.S., so we need some U.S. support, but we also need Canadian support as well.
Of course,
so we're trying
for
to get
sure.
Wendy's book to #1 bestseller in 2 different countries. We're so close in Canada, or in the U.S. So if you're in the U.S. or you know people in the U.S., please share this feed with them and share the book launch page as well. EliminatePainToday.com/livestream. You can go there. There's 2 big orange buttons, one for Canada, one for the U.S. Click on that. It'll take you right to the Amazon checkout page for Wendy's book. You can pick it up for 99 cents US. And once you do that, once you receive the email from Amazon, just forward it to receipts@eliminatepaintoday.com, and you'll be eligible for all the bonuses. You'll automatically receive the email with the bonuses in it, and you'll be on Wendy's list, so that as soon as the paperback version is ready, you'll be invited to the book launch here in Edmonton. And if you can't make it, if you're from another country, then you still get the book for free. You just need to pay for the shipping and handling. So all that would be worked out when the actual physical copy is ready to be shipped.
Yeah. Yeah, so it would be so wonderful to have you join us at Wellness Within for the big book launch party in 2017.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, we're 9 minutes away from the end of the show. I'll do another refresh to see if we've
See
got
where
any
we're at.
closer.
Mm-hmm.
Find the right page.
Yeah, and again, while he's doing that, I'll just do a recap on the intention of the book, and that is to create a training manual for people so they can read it and say, hey, if this is what Susie did to have her healing experience, I can pick and choose what she did, I can duplicate exactly what she did, and have your own transformational healing. And also, it's to share real life stories of the clients that I've worked with who have had a transformational healing experience in their own life.
Excellent.
Okay, so did you?
We refreshed and we're still at number 2.
Oh.
So number 1, number 2.
Okay.
So we need your help, your assistance to help getting it to number 1 bestseller in 3 different categories. And that's done by you hitting that orange button on the purchase page. So going to the link that I provided in the Facebook chat, clicking on one of those 2 orange buttons and going to Amazon and completing the purchase.
Can you do a recap on if people have an Apple phone or an Android? Because it is a big deal. Kindle,
Okay.
not everybody knows that.
Okay, so Kindle has nothing to do with your phones, just to let you know. Kindle is an Amazon product. It's used for getting digital books. If you have a phone, it doesn't matter what your brand is, Apple, Samsung, which uses Android, or Google, whatever. You want to go to the appropriate app store. So you go to the Apple App Store, the Android App Store, wherever the app store is for your phone, and you can download the Kindle app for free that enables you to read Kindle books on your phone. So that's what you'd want to do if you don't have Kindle already on it. That's what you'd want to do if you wanted to read Wendy's book. You purchase the Kindle book and you want to read it once it becomes available. Now, but the best thing about this bonus today is if you purchase the Kindle book, even if you don't have Kindle or never have any intentions of getting Kindle, buy the Kindle today for 99 cents because you're going to get the physical soft cover version of the book absolutely free. So for 99 cents plus shipping and handling if you're outside Edmonton, you're going to get Wendy's soft cover book,
Yeah.
which is a great value. So yeah, you can have the Kindle and the soft cover book for 99 cents.
And you'll also get invited to our big book launch party in 2017 at Wellness Within, located in the Enjoy Center. And that is going to be a big celebration.
Yes,
Yeah,
it will be.
it will be.
So Wendy will be there autographing books, taking pictures, kissing babies, whatever.
Well,
Whatever it takes to get to number 1.
well, okay.
Oh,
not
you already
whatever.
got number 1 by then.
That's right. And also, too, I'm hoping to have as many of the people who've shared their story with me at the book launch. And then you can meet them because really they are the superstars of the book. And you can talk to them yourself and dig deeper into their story.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So there hasn't been any new. I've been monitoring Facebook.
Are you on my Facebook? Can you go on to mine?
No, I'm in mine.
Okay.
There's a few other people picked it up in the U.S.
Okay.
Nikki picked it up. Thanks, Nikki. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce people's last names, or in some cases their first names. Jaime picked it up. Thank you very much. And is that
I'm just gonna.
Pi? P-A-I?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
Mhm.
So a few other people picked it up
I'm gonna check on my Facebook page.
in the Publish and Profit community, and I thank you very much for doing so
Yeah,
and
thank you.
supporting us. Trying to get us over that hurdle in the U.S. of being a #1 bestseller in 3 different categories. In Canada, the stats have not been released yet, but I can tell you that we've sold twice as many books in Canada that we've sold in the U.S. And the U.S. is a larger market, so if you become #1 bestseller in the U.S., there's a really good chance that you're going to be #1 in 3 categories in Canada, because right now you've sold twice as many books in Canada as you've sold in the U.S. So, but that should not stop you from getting your copy today. Go ahead, click that button. Russell said he just bought his. Thanks, Russell, for your support.
Namaste.
And Austin's joined us. Welcome, Austin. And today is today we're just finishing up the Johnny McCabe scheduled show. Earlier this morning we did a 3-hour book launch for Wendy's book, How to Eliminate Pain and Start Living Again. It always stumbles me.
Honestly, I don't know why.
Because you changed your domain to Eliminate Pain
Okay.
today.
Okay, princess. Okay, let's not, I want to give a big shout out to Kelly. She said that she just got the book. Yippee.
Thanks, Kelly, for your support.
Yeah, thank you.
Again, if you are just joining us and you haven't done so already, go to the website URL that's in the comments section of the Facebook of this video and click on one of those big orange buttons and get your copy for 99 cents, and you'll get the for the pre-launch. And then once you register your receipt through forwarding it to receipts@eliminatepaintoday.com, you'll be automatically receive the bonuses, and you'll be in Wendy's list so that as soon as the paperback version is available, you'll be notified, and you can pick it up at the book launch.
Yeah, at the
book
big
launch.
book launch party at Wellness Within at the Enjoy Center.
Or if you're not in Edmonton at that point in time, you still get the book for free. You just have to cover the shipping and handling, and we'll look after that. But by forwarding your receipt to the receipts@eliminatepaintoday.com, you actually you'll be on the list to get the book. If you don't follow through that process, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get the physical paperback copy for free. It's only the people that actually go through that three-step process. So if you're going to buy the book today, or not if, when you buy the book today, make sure you follow that process so you can get the physical paperback version for free when it becomes available.
Excellent, John. Well, we have 2 minutes left.
2 minutes, and I don't see any other questions. Did you have any questions or comments?
I just had, let's just see here. A lot of people are liking the post that I made yesterday. They're commenting on that.
Okay.
So
there's a lot of activity that actually goes into a pre-launch, especially in today's social world. There's obviously doing a live cast like this. This morning we did a live stream to Wendy's actual website, and we had a separate camera lined up, and we simultaneously did it Facebook Live as well. Took an hour off for lunch, and then we're back on the Johnny McCabe Show, and we're streaming out live again. So there's a lot of prep work that actually went into just the show itself.
yeah.
Let alone everything prior to that, the website, the copy, the cover, going through the process of getting the cover done, the title, the subtitle, being crystal clear on who your audience is.
And I'll say it was very easy for me to know who my audience is and that's because my audience is my clients. It's interesting. They're so similar. They don't know each other. Most of them don't know each other, but they are so similar. And so that was easy. That was an easy part for me.
Excellent.
But I know that it's 2 o'clock and it's time for the show to end. And I would just like to say in closing that if you want to eliminate pain in your body, you can do it. If you have a book inside of you and you want to share it with the world, you absolutely can do it. And I hope that my story of pre-selling and launching my book today will inspire you to pre-launch and get your book out there. Because one thing I know for sure is books can change the quality of someone's life. Books change the quality of my life, starting at a very early age, and even Oprah Winfrey. We know how she feels about books, right? They change the quality of her life, and I love books, and I think it's really worth the time and the effort and the extreme stress. I think it's worth it to do a book.
Very well
If
said.
that's what you want.
Yeah. So thanks again for watching the Johnny McCabe Show. I'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for another great episode of the Johnny McCabe Show. So definitely stay tuned, and I'm just going to stick with us. I just have some closing remarks for today's show, but thanks again for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thanks for all your support.
We will update you on the chat, on the comment section. Once Wendy gets to #1 bestseller, we'll just put it in the chat here and we'll post it on the show page as well. But thanks for joining us today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, and just going to leave you with these closing remarks. Well, thanks for joining me on today's John A. McCabe Show, where we work with entrepreneurs, business owners, authors, experts, and speakers, get seen, get heard, get noticed anywhere, anytime, on any device. Now, also known as the Authority Acceleration Blueprint. Now, if you're someone who's looking to take your business to the next level and want to get some coaching advice, why not apply to be a guest on today's show? Now, for most entrepreneurs, we want to create a life of our own, create our own path, and do what we can to reach our own desired outcome, which is generally freedom. Freedom to choose what we want to do, when we want to do it, and with whom we want to do it. A life that's full of options and choices, where we worry less about money and more about the quality of time that we spend with others. Now, a great way to make that happen is to leverage other people's knowledge, time, and skill sets. Step one to reaching our freedom life is to realize that you can't do it alone. Working with a coach or being involved in masterminds is a great way for entrepreneurs to move their business forward. Now, a coach can help you shorten the time frame to get you from where you are to where you want to be, while being part of a mastermind is meant to bring entrepreneurs together, all with the goal of helping each other move forward with their business. Now, the second step to creating the life you envision for yourself as an entrepreneur is to implement systems into your business so you can streamline your operations, leverage systems, and free up your time to focus on your family, having fun, and the highest leverage activities in your business. You know, the activities that get you the biggest return on your time invested, the ones that truly make you money. Now, sometimes we just don't know what systems we need, how to implement those systems, or even have the time to find out what is needed. Now, working with a coach or consultant that understands, uses, and specializes in systems that can streamline your operations can help save you time, aggravation, and make you a lot more money. Now, for example, having a system or strategy that allows you to leverage just 15 hours of your time into enough repurposed content to get you seen, get you heard, get you noticed anywhere, anytime, on any device is a great example of leverage. Now, just imagine a system where you invest just 15 hours of your time, and the end result is you're a #1 best-selling author. You have enough content that's going to get you seen, get you heard, get you noticed anywhere, anytime, on any device. You have a successful podcast. Now, it's automatically attracting more attention, giving more value, and generating more leads, which enables you to attract an abundance of paying customers. Now, this is also known as the Authority Acceleration Blueprint. Now, to find out more about the Authority Acceleration Blueprint, coaching program, or mastermind, then contact me via my website at johnamccabe.com or connect with me through my show's Facebook page. Now, again, thank you for joining us on today's show, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's show when I have another great guest on discussing their business and accelerating their authority. So have yourself an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon.